Hi, my name is Jacob Croach, and today I'll be telling you why you should donate to the American Red Cross. Their mission. Their mission is to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and generosity of donations. The American Red Cross purpose is to protect life and health and to ensure respect for all human beings. This is the American Red Cross logo. Ways that they help. They provide shelter, clothes, and other necessities to people that have been struck by natural or man-made disasters. A quote from GiveWell.org from 2010. I've personally seen parking lots covered in used clothes that were brought in by the truckload. People were so desperate to go through the clothes that they didn't even realize that some of them were filled with excrement and needles. This is where the American Red Cross can come into play. They use the power of volunteers and the money from donations to set up places where families can go to get new clothes, food, and other necessities that they may need after a natural or man-made disaster. Help with Katrina. They helped a lot whenever Katrina struck the southern coast. The storm left behind over $81 billion in destruction and damage and destroyed as many as 350,000 residencies from Texas to Florida. The Red Cross sent close to 250,000 workers to help people get back on their feet. They provided 3.8 million overnight stays in their shelters, and they served over 68 million meals. They provided emergency financial assistance to 1.4 million families. This is just some of the destruction that was caused by Hurricane Katrina. Other ways that they help. Just in 2016, they've had over 4.1 million meals and snacks served. More than 2.1 million relief items have been distributed. More than 206,000 overnight stays, and more than 144,000 health and mental contributions. This is an example of a overnight stay shelter for the American Red Cross. The Red Cross Home Fire Campaign. They also have another campaign to aid house fires. On average, 7 people die per day from a house fire, and that mostly impacts children and the elderly. 36 people suffer injuries in results of home fires every single day. Over $7 billion are reported in destruction from house fires each year. This would be an example of a house fire. The Red Cross Home Fire Campaign. Since the Home Fire Campaign began in 2014, it has accomplished 215 lives saved, 791,627 smoke alarms have been installed, 329,549 households have been made safer, and 778,906 youth have been reached through this campaign. Donations. All donations go very far and can be used to help many people in need. A couple of times per semester at YSU, the American Red Cross sets up blood drives to where students can go donate blood that can be then used for people that have been struck by natural disasters. Your donation could help to set up more stations and also to aid in any disaster that could happen around the YSU or Mahoning Valley community. Current relief efforts. The American Red Cross estimates that they respond to an emergency every 8 minutes. From small house fires to multi-state natural disasters, the American Red Cross goes wherever that it is needed. 95% of all disaster relief workers are unpaid volunteers. Emergency relief response Emergency response vehicles circulate through affected communities after disasters to hand out food, supplies, information, and to comfort those in need. This would be an example of an EMV responding to a natural disaster. Other relief efforts. Health workers provide first aid treatment for injuries and monitor the well-being of the people that they help in their shelters. After disasters, Red Cross works with community partners to provide hot meals, snacks, and water served from emergency response vehicles. Where your money goes. 91 cents of every dollar that is donated to the American Red Cross goes straight to helping people in need. Your donation powers the Red Cross to respond to nearly 70,000 disasters per year, nationwide, providing shelter, food, and other necessities to those affected. By donating to Red Cross, you could be there for millions of people who face emergencies every single day. The Red Cross helps more than just Americans. They've also helped millions of people in various countries. They've assisted 4.6 million people affected by crises in over 26 countries, reconnected nearly 10,000 families separated by conflict or disaster, helped communities in 36 countries prepare for a disaster. Why you should donate. Red Cross is unlike any other charitable organization. They provide 91% of all donations to go to helping people, whereas the national average is 75 to 80%. They focus most of their operations around America and helping people in the country that succumb to natural disasters. Thank you.